how y'all doing? I have to come and bring you a story about Toya. Now, before I start on this story, rest in peace, Toya. She was 29, and you want to know how old her husband was? 31. 29 and 31. So can we please stop this rumor of, well, you know, when you're dating so far in age, because yesterday we had a story, a girl was 48 and a guy was 32, and the reason people say, well, you know, he too young. He too young. You know, men in that generation, it don't matter if he too young, if he too old, if he the same age, they all are the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's just so sad. It is so sad. This is a mom, again. They love taking out these black moms, and yet nobody seems to care. Story is just going unswept under the rug. And that's why I just want to thank everybody for joining in and talking about this. The phone number is always up. Always feel free to call in. We appreciate every caller. We appreciate every like, every comment. Okay, because nobody want to hear these women's stories, but we will. And we're going to talk about it because somebody else is going to be a tailor tomorrow. Somebody is a tailor tonight. Somebody is going to be a tailor next week. And maybe our story and our voices can save somebody. And you understand? So I have some video footage here that I would love to play for you guys. And you guys can see on the screen. This lady here, her name was Taylor. She was 29. She was a very popular realtor agent. She sold homes. Yes, she sold homes. She was very successful. Him, on the other hand, she said that he was a good father. And yes, she went to the courts about him and she was denied. She asked the court, please protect me from this man. But she was denied. And people are saying because the reason why she was denied in the letters and when she talked to the judge, she did not tell the judge she is scared of him. She did not tell the judge, you know, he has threatened to take her life time and time again. She didn't tell the judge a lot of things. She just told the judge, hey, I want a letter sent to him, a protection for me. I don't want him to come near me. I want it to be able where I can meet up with him at a neutral place and we can give over the kids. She kept telling the judge, he's a good father. He's a good guy. He's a good father. He's a good guy. And because the judge said she kept on saying he's a good father, he's a good guy, he didn't think it was that serious where she needed to be protected against him. So the judge denied her the protection. You understand? And another thing is, when these guys are putting pause on y'all, if you guys can, take pictures. Take pictures of your scars. Take pictures, document, go to the hospital. Because the judge said that she didn't have anything, no evidence that he felt that, you know, he would really do something like this to her. You know, so that is something to take in. You understand? Can we please get the likes up, like this video? I saw this on the news. Yes, she should have. This is why you have no husband. Gossip about other people's life. Nights. Okay, be careful who you date. Well, Crystal, this was a whole marriage. This was a whole marriage. They were not dating. They were married and they have kids. You know? Where did this happen? So we're going to find that out. Let's go. Okay, so Beanie Chris, I'm just going to block you. I'm going to block you right now. The spirit just told me to block you, so I have to listen to the spirit. Okay, clearly he over there probably putting pause on people. So let's listen up. Here we go. A commercial. All right, so this commercial gonna go by. So just let this commercial go. Just give us a second. Let this commercial go by. Okay, let's skip.
Taylor McFadden tried to get
and to say that her life was cut short in this matter. It will never be the same for me and my family. She's major loss.
Taylor McFadden tried to get an order of protection against her husband.
The system has failed us. My sister asked for a restraining order, and the judge denied it. Please do not allow the system to fail us again.
29-year-old married mother of two, Taylor McFadden Robinson was a well-known realtor and entrepreneur in Florence, South Carolina.
I'm Taylor, a licensed realtor. I'm here to inform you of the steps to secure a beautiful home and such. Follow me inside. You found your home. What's next? We're going to the closing table, and I'm going to be right there with you.
A caring and loving person who went above and beyond for her clients, Taylor Robinson was rising to the top in the world of real estate and going on to open many more businesses. Nothing was stopping Taylor's success.
Look at Taylor. Look at Taylor. A mom. Taylor's supposed to have been here. She's so sweet. Helping people get the dream. They always wanted to have a home. Either a single home or a home with their family. She made it happen. She did not deserve what she got. Do you want me to tell you what happened? Her husband shot her in the head. Just picture that. See this picture? And just picture a bullet in her head. By the man who say, I love you. By the man who say, I'll protect you. This is what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's that bad. Wow. What do y'all got to say about this? What do y'all have to say about this? She's a bright, beautiful. Yes, she was. She was so beautiful. Yeah, I heard about this. I know she seems so nice. I definitely buy a house from her. Yes, she was good at her job. People are saying jealous and envy. She didn't want to be married. He constantly came in the house, slamming the doors, cussing her out, treating her bad. I heard one situation he tried to run her over, and just because she's not submitting to him, he wanted her to submit, to be under his thumb, and she's out here being successful in her workplace. And she did not want to be under his thumb. And that's why she said, she don't feel comfortable. She told the judge, hey, he's a great father. I just don't feel comfortable with him around me. I need protection for me. So let's continue on. Let's get the likes up, y'all.
Success. Sadly, on January 23, 2022, Taylor Robinson's body was discovered early on a Sunday morning at her Florence home. She was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head, and her husband Duncan Robinson, who she was recently...
That nigga right there. That man right there. That's who did it. Thank you, Emily. Emily donated $20. Absolute femicide. That man right there, that's her husband. Look at him. He bigger than her, wider than her, stronger than her, but felt the need to take a pow and take her down in her head. And y'all sitting up here worrying about Jaden wearing a damn blouse. You need to worry about these niggas taking your ass out. Because Jaden in the blouse ain't going to take your ass out. I know that for a certain. Y'all need to call in. Y'all need to call in about this right here. Let's go.
Taylor Robinson's body was discovered early on a Sunday morning at her Florence home. She was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head, and her husband Duncan Robinson, who she was recently denied a protection order against, would be arrested for her murder. What would cause a husband to take the life of the mother of his kids?
What would cause a husband to take the life of a wife? And they had kids, 2 boys. 2 boys. I'm assuming he felt that, nah, see, you gonna take my family away from here? You think you're gonna get rid of me? And a lot of these men, can I be honest with y'all? They don't want y'all. I'm gonna be honest. They don't want you. They do not want you, but they don't want nobody else to have you either. Huh? Can I get an amen on about that? They don't want you. They gonna treat you like crap, but they don't want nobody else to want you either. If they can't have you, nobody can have you. And that is what we are seeing today. When he was with her, he treated her like crap. He hated her. And the thought that another man was going to be with her, oh no, he had to cut her off. And they said the day before that, she was in the snow playing with her 2 sons. Just, man, didn't even see it coming. Y'all need to call in. We don't got nobody on the phone calls. That's sad. Y'all need to call in.
And destroy his family. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for—
You heard, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And that's the thing. These black men are destroying the black family. But y'all don't put that narrative out there, huh? These black men that's taking out these mobs is destroying the black family by killing and destroying.
For more stories. This story takes us to Florence, South Carolina. Taylor,
Did y'all hear that? South Carolina. People was want to know, where did this take place at? Florence, South Carolina. That's Taylor.
Times known as Tay or Baby Cakes,
Tay
was
Tay.
born in Florence, South Carolina. Taylor attended Kingstree Senior High School in Williamsburg County's public schools before relocating to Florence County and earning her 2011 high school diploma from West Florence High School. Taylor was a teller at Wells Fargo before following her aspirations of starting her own business. Taylor started working for United Real Estate in 2016.
Man, Taylor was something else, wasn't she? Taylor was hard working. Taylor was educated. Taylor didn't need no man. She didn't need, man, if Taylor did not have a man, she'll still be here. Do y'all believe that? Press 1 if you feel if Taylor did not have a man, that she would still be living on earth. Huh? Huh? Because her husband is the one that took her out. She would still be living here if she didn't have that man.
Where she was the top producing agent. She left the company to launch her own company, Taylor Robinson Real Estate in Florence. She also went on to establish Pretty Little Princess Nail Salon and Moving Up Moving Company. She was a very smart businesswoman. She knew that home buyers would also need to move into their new home, so having a moving company, she could provide a solution to clients.
Girl, Taylor, I'm sorry. You too bad. Did you hear that? Not only did she was selling homes, she started her own business, a trucking business, because she figured, you know, people was going to buy these homes. They're going to need somebody to move their house from. So do you know she had her own trucking business? I'm so effing mad at that nigga. I'm so mad at black men because of this right here. Y'all need to call in and weigh in. Y'all need to raise hell tonight. I'm so serious. Do you know this was an entrepreneur, black woman? She just, man, busting out business after business. You know, hiring people, hiring black people. Oh my God. Just a light motivation. And what is that over there doing? Nothing.
Left the company to launch her own company, Taylor Robinson Real Estate in Florence. She also went on to establish Pretty Little Princess Nail Salon and Moving Up Moving Company.
Salon.
She was a very smart businesswoman. She knew that home buyers would also need to move into their new home, so having a moving company, she could provide a solution to clients who needed a moving company to move their belongings. She was successful and well on her way to living her dreams. Taylor was married to Duncan Robinson, and they had 2 sons together.
And she was young too, girl. He killed her at 29. So she was doing all this in her 20s. She never got the chance to see 30. She never got a chance to see 30 years old. Look at her.
Together, Caden and Damari. Taylor was a driven and creative businesswoman who went above and beyond to leave a lasting legacy for her and her kids. She bought her sons their first vending machine in
What? Bought her sons their first vending machine? Taylor! I need a Taylor in my damn life. Anybody a Taylor? Taylor, I need you to be my sister. Taylor, she bought her sons a vending machine. See, we need more black mothers like Taylor. And they're getting taken out by black men. That's why we can't have good mothers out here, because black men are taking them out. Did y'all see this? I ain't never heard or seen no shit like this. A mother buy her sons a vending machine, starting business early, girl. Ain't that nice? Girl, y'all need to call in. Y'all need to call in. This is sad. This is sad. This is sad. She loved those boys with all of her heart. And she was not trying to take her son away from her father. She told the judge he's a good father, which was probably a damn lie, because you cannot be a good father and treating your mom like crap and running over the mom. That's not a good father. But she told the judge that because she did not want to take the boys away from him. But when I tell you she was a smart businesswoman and getting her sons to be entrepreneurs at such a young age, buying the vending machines, we don't hear stories like this. We don't have, this is not your average mom. She's a super mom. She's a super duper mom. She's a super duper awesome mom that need to be celebrated. These is the type of women we need. Well, representation matters on everybody, all the hoes, everybody, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to go against nobody. But we need more representation like her, like in the forefront. And it don't got to be on social media, but God damn it, we need to see her somewhere. More black girls like her. Hell, I need more black girls like her in my circle. Where y'all at? Because what she have done with her business and how she can continue on, and she didn't have a man over her telling her what to do and dictate her business. She did it all by herself. You know? Taylor, you are truly missed. You are truly missed. You know she missed. And then what about the boys? Y'all sit up here talking about what about the kids. Y'all don't give a damn about these kids. How these fathers out here taking out the mothers of the kids. And you know, oh my God, these sons, they love their mama. They love their mama. All they're going to have is memories seeing this. This is destroying these boys. Y'all need to call in about this. Ain't no way we should be telling this story and y'all not blowing this hotline up, telling how you feel about this.
2021 to expose them to the world of business, but while her profession, Taylor was a driven and creative businesswoman who went above and beyond to leave a lasting legacy for her and her kids. She bought her sons their first vending machine in 2021 to expose them to the world of business, but while her professional life was flourishing, her personal life was crumbling. Unfortunately, the relationship between Taylor and her husband started falling apart. They were no longer getting along, and Taylor decided it was time for them to separate. Her husband didn't take the news well, and the tension between the two escalated, causing Taylor to seek a protection order and file for divorce. While in the process of filing for divorce, Taylor's body would be discovered early on a Sunday morning, January 23, 2022, at her Florence home. She was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head. Her husband, Duncan Robinson Jr., was arrested charged with murder, burglary,
Don't he look like a bum? Huh? Look at his eyes. Them eyes, not even white. They're yellow. He didn't deserve her. He didn't deserve her.
And possession of a firearm while committing a felony. After her death, it was discovered that Taylor had petitioned for an order of protection against her husband, but Florence County Family Court Judge Timothy Pogue rejected her request on the grounds that she had failed to prove facts of alleged abuse.
The sister of a woman murdered over the weekend says she was denied an order of protection against her husband, and now she's dead. Her husband in jail, charged with her murder. ABC 15's Tanya Brown was at that bond hearing today. She joins us live outside the Florence Police Department with more on this case. Tanya.
At iBuyDirect.
Okay, that's a commercial. So why are we going to commercial?
We make buying prescription eyewear online easy.
Phone calls. Let's give us some more likes so we can get more of the story heard.
Was a very popular real estate agent here in Florence. Her family is extremely emotional over her death and says the court system failed her. 29-year-old Taylor McFadden Robinson was called a rising star in the real estate world in Florence. Her family says she loved making people's dreams come true and was destined for success. But it all came to an end Sunday morning.
And to say that her life was cut short in this matter, something I can never get over, my family.
Police say Robinson's husband, Duncan Allen Robinson Jr., burglarized her house on Rice Planters Lane in Florence and shot her.
Did you hear that? Burglarized. He broke into her house, y'all. Broke into her house and shot her dead. Because she didn't want him no more.
Officers found the realtor dead inside.
It will never be the same for me and my family. She's major loss.
Robinson appeared before a judge Monday morning in Florence. No details about the murder were shared, but the victim's sister says Taylor McFadden tried to get an order of protection against her husband.
The system has failed us. My sister asked for a restraining order, and the judge denied it. Please do not allow the system to fail us again.
Duncan Robinson didn't say anything during the hearing. The judge didn't set bond for him, so he'll stay in jail for the time being. Robinson's family tells me she was a wonderful woman, mother, and friend.
My sister Taylor, if you knew her, you loved her. She was all about family, all about unity. If she could help you, she would.
I called the magistrate's office to check on the family's claims about the restraining orders. Now, that office says they cannot release information about orders of protection. Live in Florence, Tanya Brown, ABC 15 News.
Tanya, thank you. The family says she spent the day before she was killed with her 2 little boys playing in the snow.
While trying to get...
All right, let's take some calls. Call in, y'all. Call in. Calling from 678. You're live on the air.
Yeah, Gigi.
Yes.
Now, you know I always call in here and give my 2 cents.
Come on
But
now.
I'm thinking, can't we get a little deeper with what's going on here? Because, you know, this stuff took my religion. I can't even be fully a Christian because I still have that vigilante spirit because of this going on every week. So let's go a little bit deeper. Let's say this. How about the ladies stop dating people that's not on their level? Because if these men is not having businesses and having all these, like this young lady here, like you said, she had it going on. She had that entrepreneur spirit. And then she gets with a guy who say, I want you to be submissive. Submissive means she can't be all she can be. She can't be who she is. Because apparently he has a problem with saying, I think a man would say, I have a very successful woman. He would be proud of that woman. But you got this mentally disturbed men out here that say if the woman is not up under them and they shining, then they got a problem with it. So I think what we're going to have, the sisters is going to have to start doing is not, look, I know you don't want to be lonely. I know you need someone in your life, but this ain't it, sisters. This is not it. Don't just have these men in your life to say you have a man and you want some babies, because this is the end result. They are taking y'all out of here weekly, all because they don't have the entrepreneur or whatever you're into. They don't have enough. I say they're insecure because if their woman is thriving, if they secure, they love it. So it has to be something mentally going on here that they don't want y'all to excel to the best y'all can be and still be able to love you and still be able to be by your side. If he's sane, if it's a sane man, he's going to be proud of you. Whatever you want to do and whatever you're doing. But all this killing right here, Gigi, I'm telling you, it has to be tougher laws. I mean,
yeah, they feel like they own you. They feel like, hey, you my wife, you my property. If you're not gonna submit under my rule, and you trying to break up with me, you breaking up our family. And for that, I'm gonna take your ass out of here.
But look at the quality of the man. The sister's gonna have to start looking at the quality of the man. And I suggest, sisters, we get a coalition together and we be supportive with each other. We need to get a group together and start this in every state. This will stop this mess. We get together and we meet up, and any sister going through anything, we just go on and handle it. What you think, Gigi? Because this been going on every week. I think we need to get some action going on in each state where women can go, where other sisters talk about what's going on, and we have a way out for them. What you think about that?
I think that first you want to go and you want to see what they have already to offer. You know, you got to do your research and figure it out. And I think that if you're serious about it, join those programs and try to lift those programs up.
We're going to have to do something because daughters, you got nieces, you got everything going on. And you get a story like this. Your niece want to be loved. She want to have a family. She give her one of these men that is not on her level, and then they kill your niece. I want to be preventive. I want to prevent this from happening. So I'm talking to the ladies out there. If y'all want to just start getting together, state to state, and get in a place where these ladies can vent and we handle that stuff. But, Gigi, we talk about this all the time. And I think that's why the people, you say call in, but I think they just so tired of this. But I'm saying let's get on a solution. Because it's obvious that he wanted her under his thumb. He just wants somebody to control. And she wants somebody to love. And there's nothing wrong with that. We were put here to have partners and love partners. That's why so many people is in relationships that they're not happy or anything, because they just want a partner. But you shouldn't lose your life behind wanting a partner. So we need to get on it. We got to straighten this thing out because it's been going on week after week. And I know they say don't put the brothers away, but some of these brothers going to have to start going away where the key is not even found. Because this is just too ridiculous. This was a beautiful sister right here. Educated sister, and she helping people. And see, that's the other thing. All this riffraff out here that ain't doing a damn thing, they still walking around. They the one causing all this. The beautiful people is leaving here by these evil-ass people that don't have nothing going on. So I don't know if the sisters want to get together, but we need to get together. We need to stop this mess because the men ain't going to stop it. How many men you hear speak up about this abuse? How many men you hear yelling on the radio and everything to get these men together? You don't hear nothing from the men. I mean, some of them will speak on it, but they need more men to check these men and get their mind right. So until that happens, you're going to keep having these stories. And I know I'm sick of it. Like I said, it don't took my religion because all I could think of is just murking everything that's moving. That's crazy out there. But we know we can't do that. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But I'm telling you, it just put your mindset there. This is ridiculous, all this stuff going on out here. Every week they murking some beautiful sister because they can't elevate. This is crazy. But I'm going to let these other sisters step up here and speak, Gigi, but I'm telling you, we need to get together so this can stop.
All right. I thank you, Boo. Always call in. It's always a blessing. Gonna let you go now. Now, why aren't these men checking the men? She brought a great point out. Why aren't the men checking the men? Because the thing about it is, this nigga right here on the screen, the husband, before he went on and took out his wife, he already had pre-monster spirit in him. The pre-monster demon was already sitting in his spirit. It was sitting dormant. A lot of these monsters, you don't know they're monsters because they got the monster spirit laying dormant. Do you know what I mean? Laying dormant? Like a disease. You don't know you got it until something trigger and bam. You know what I mean? So, if they have this disease dormant, they need to be talking to these men or something to know, hey, this nigga right here, he need a lot of counseling. So if that situation ever come, he can get tested and he will pass the test. This man failed the test. He allowed the demon to take over his body. And I don't want to say demon because I don't want you to excuse it. It was him, and I'm not blaming the demon. It was him. He is the demon, But let's continue on. Call in. Let us know what you guys think about this. This case right here. Calling from 414. You're live on the air.
Hey, Miss Gigi.
Hey, talk to me.
Every day you are showing another story and it's hitting. My faith is strong, but this, I haven't dated in months, and probably years, but I'm not counting. But the thing is, seeing these situations, it's nothing about, fear and this happening, but all women seem to, and I don't like to say it in a general text, but this is just sad because a lot of dudes like to say black women this, black women that. A lot of these black women is not the issue. It's the opposite sex. So it's more so like this whole narrative that everybody is pushing is really fabricated in a lot of, we know this, but it's like when it's brought to the surface, I could talk about this story to somebody else. Did you hear about such and such? Depending on who I'm talking to, oh, that's sad. It's like people are so numb to it. But it's like people who genuinely understand it or who've been in a previous predicament and got out, or a woman who's looking forward to being, same predicament, could have been just as ambitious, just as beautiful. I think all black women, doesn't mean it has to do with black women. It's just this is what I'm mostly focused on. This is just, why are we so prone to being in these predicaments? Every story that you have been talking about is a woman who has been the higher tier in the relationship, and it's been the male who couldn't take it, whether it's been he's been co-tagging on her tails, and then all of a sudden he's been talking to maybe his friends in the background, or they've been telling him this or that, and it's been building up because it seems like, of course, it's not happening overnight. But these relationships, where's the red flags that people haven't saw, before they got married? And then now that she is married, and then now that this situation has happened, it's like, what was she doing so wrong? She wasn't doing anything. I'm looking at this situation from the farthest part of just the farthest part like everybody else.
So but what you want? Do you want me to play? Do you want me to play a devil advocate?
You can.
Oh, what she did was wrong. She got too big headed. She thought she was all that. She wanted to make moves without me. She don't understand. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't have had this business if it wasn't for me. She want to tell me what I can buy and what I can't buy. We a family. We together. We are one. Your money, my money.
But at the same time, Did you think about that when you shot me? Did you think about that when it's just me, when the kid, I was playing in the snow with the kids?
You made
Did you
me
think
do
about
it.
that when?
You made me do it. You
Huh.
pushed me to shoot your ass. And you know it. When you broke up the family, you broke me. And I told you, if you ever break me, I'm going to take you out of here. You did this. Blame yourself.
You didn't have to walk me down that aisle. You could have been left me and cheated on me. You could have been walked out. You didn't have to stay long. But no, you needed something from me.
I wanted you, and I still want you. You don't want us.
But you didn't need
You don't
me.
want this marriage. I take my vows serious. You said forever do us part, death, and that's what it is. Now you made your
And look where it
decision.
got
You
both
lay
of
in
us.
that.
And look where it got you.
I'm
Our
fine.
kids is going in the foster system.
I'm fine with it. You ain't here. Look where it got you. I'm still living. I'm still eating.
And I'm in the
I'm
ground.
still breathing.
In the jail cell. Maybe execution stuff.
You know the
You don't think
system.
it's gonna catch up
You
with
know
you?
the system don't care about
You don't
black
think it's
women.
gonna catch up with you one day?
I'll be out before you know it. The system don't care about black
And
women.
that's the thing. You probably will be. That's the thing. More than likely you probably will be. That's what's so
All I
effed up
gotta
about
do
this.
is tell these I'm a father. I want to see my kids. That's all I gotta
And take
plead.
good pictures.
Period.
And look good for the camera. That's sad. That's disgusting.
This is a man's world, baby. This is a man's world, and you know it. But you know what? See, you women out here, you got too much freedom. And that's what's messing you up.
Define freedom.
You think you can do whatever you want to do without paying a price.
Is that
You know,
what
you
think?
broke my heart telling me you want a divorce, you want to separate. That broke my heart. And I told your ass, the next bitch that break my heart, I'm taking her ass out.
I should have ran when I could.
You broke me. So I have to break your ass.
And that's what I don't get. Being completely real, honestly, Miss Gigi. Because if she, with all the businesses that she had, and I know she didn't, like, if she wanted a divorce, and how typical, I don't want to say typical because most women don't do it. When a woman wants to leave, and she got her mind together to leave, she can. It's not always that, and I'm not saying that like as if I have been in that predicament, but I know that when I saw the red flags, I don't care if it was a day, I don't care if it was 3 weeks, I don't care if it was 4 months. When I saw the actual red flags that I knew things I didn't want to put up with because I knew what I deserved and what we both know, we've been around each other and we both know that we don't like each other.
Okay, well, let's switch it. You want to
you
want to reverse?
We can.
Okay. You know, I just wanted it to work. We have beautiful boys together. We got great business together. And I didn't want to give up on my marriage.
Because, I don't want to do this again. I thought we can work out through these messes. I thought we could work out. But at the same time, I still don't like you.
You don't like me?
I might love you, but I still don't like you.
Well,
but it was enough for me to marry you.
Okay. Who you role playing?
I'm saying that's how some men feel.
Okay, so you role playing a dude. I thought you was gonna role play from the
Yes.
perspective of why did I stay after seeing the signs?
Oh,
Because you
well,
said
that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
You
So
can- you
you
can read.
you showing signs by saying you hate me?
I'm showing signs of how somebody can still be in that predicament, but at the same time don't want to be. Like when you were talking earlier about.
Okay, so you want to
He-
be the dude showing signs.
Mhm.
Okay, well show me signs. I didn't know. I thought you was gonna be like the reporter. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, if in the marriage, let's see. Let's talk about dating then. We got to know each other. Opposites attract. Do you like to cook? Can you clean?
Okay, so we taking it from the scratch.
Well, we didn't have to. Well, just that's the thing. Some people go based off of those. If he like a submissive woman, he like to go with the standards. He like to go with the exact standards. He might say, "Oh, cooking and cleaning, and I want the ideal da 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 da," but he don't even know what made all of that to be how she got to be the ideal. Like when I noticed when most dudes, because we don't even have to role play at this part. I noticed with most dudes, when they have this ideal woman in their head, they only like to pick at the parts that they like and not realize everything that made her to be that beautiful person that she was. And then the things they don't like about her, it's not really a big deal. But in his book, it's a big deal because it's something he don't. It's a big deal to him. But
I'm looking at these comments. Y'all are crazy. I said, you know what? Just cancel the damn role play.
That's what I said. Let's forget the role play.
That's it. Just goddamn it. The role play is falling apart. They said, just fuck it. Just cancel the shit. Okay?
No, that's what I said. I'm getting rid of the whole role playing because in this predicament, honestly, to shoot somebody in the head, that's personal, okay? That's what I said. That's personal.
Yeah, he broke into the house and popped her in the head. Because I told you.
Yeah, that's personal.
Yeah, I felt that his heart was broken. So he wanted to break her.
Still, but it's just all the things. It's just this would just touch a little bit deeper. Like it's like I'm not a single mother with kids, so it's like when I see stuff like this, I used to want to get married really bad, and then over time it started to decrease. It didn't stop the ambitious part of me of doing different things, but the whole marriage part of me, it started to decrease. So when I see this situation, married with kids, I was like, oh, married with kids, I wanted to be married with 2 kids. Like, so when I see this, it hits really deep because when I see him next to her, they don't even look like they would even talk. Like they wouldn't even be in the same room. Like he don't even look like somebody she would even take serious. I don't care how long they was talking. I don't care if it was for 2 years. I don't care if it was for 3. I don't care if they was high school sweethearts. I don't care what it is. It seemed like he was never where she was supposed to be anyway. And then this happens. Something happened before all of this. A broken heart don't push you like that. That's emotion.
Well, a broken heart
and ain't
is
nothing
emotion.
wrong with being emotion. Huh?
A broken heart is emotion. And a broken heart,
That's what I'm saying. Emotion.
It will cause somebody to hurt you if you break their heart. That's one of the best motivators to do something horrible or to do something at all when your heart broke. That's the most emotion you can feel. A heart broke. Have you ever got your heart broken? Shit.
Yes, but
I
had
had niggas
like
ready to take themselves out of here because I broke their heart. So I know that snapped my neck. So.
But I have stalked and all kind of stuff, but I have never thought to take someone's life. Even
hello, you ain't everybody. So for you to try to make yourself like, well, I can't relate. If you're not a killer, then of course you can't relate. I don't even know why you twisting your head like a Jamaican head to try to figure that out. Let that shit go. I know you shocked though, you know. We're going to get it together. All right, well, I'm going to let you go, okay? I enjoyed you. All right, so we got some more phone calls. I'm going to play a little bit more video. Then we're going to get back to the phone calls. Can we please get these likes up, y'all? You know what? We only got 400 likes. Get these likes up so more people can hear about these stories. And we can continue sharing these stories every night.
Together, Caden and Damari. Taylor was a driven and creative businesswoman who went above and beyond to leave a lasting legacy for her and her kids. She bought her sons their first vending machine in 2021 to expose them to the world of business, but while her professional life was flourishing, her personal life was crumbling. Unfortunately, the relationship between Taylor and her husband started falling apart. They were no longer getting along, and Taylor decided it was time for them to separate. Her husband didn't take the news well, and the tension between the two escalated, causing Taylor to seek a protection order and file for divorce.
So you heard Taylor wanted to take a separation. He didn't take it well. His heart was broken. I believe he has the mindset like, see, this is what I can't stand about y'all. Y'all want to get me in these relationships, and then you want to play with somebody's heart. You know, some dudes, which is horrible, because nobody have taught them how to control their emotions. You know, nobody have taught them how to deal with a heartbreak. These dudes, who do they talk to when they're dealing with a heartbreak? Do their fathers tell them, okay, this is what happens when you're dealing with a heartbreak? This is how you get over a heartbreak. You know, never to do X, Y, and Z when your heart is broken. Know the feeling that you're feeling is temporary, but it would be better. Do anybody have talks to these men about heartbreak before they experience heartbreak? And I don't think so. Because most of them, they never had a daddy. And most of them haven't talked to their mama about this. And I'm sure they don't talk to their mama, you know. And their friends is just telling them to treat every girl like hoes, you know. So,
Divorce. While in the process of filing for divorce, Taylor's body would be discovered early on a Sunday morning, January 23, 2022, at her Florence home. She was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head. Her husband, Duncan Robinson Jr., was arrested charged with murder, burglary, and possession of a firearm while committing a felony. After her death, it was discovered that Taylor had petitioned for an order of protection against her husband, but Florence County Family Court judge.
That was a lot. He in trouble for a felony. He broke into her house. He knew what he was doing. He was going to execute
Timothy
that.
Pogue rejected a request on the grounds that she had failed to prove facts of alleged abuse.
The sister of a woman murdered over the weekend says,
somebody said it's not a daddy issue. It is a daddy issue. This is a daddy issue. Press 1 if you feel like it's not a daddy issue. Press 4 if you feel like it is a daddy issue. The reason why I say it is a damn daddy issue, because if he had his daddy around to teach him how to treat a woman, to teach him how to talk to a woman, he would never even think twice to take out a woman that did not want to be with him any longer. Your daddy's supposed to teach you how to deal with rejection in a mature way. Your daddy should teach you how to communicate with adults when you have disagreements. This is very much a daddy issue. Talking about it ain't no daddy issue. Y'all need to call in on this. I need support.
she was denied an order of protection against her husband, and now she's dead. Her husband in jail, charged with her murder. ABC 15's Tanya Brown was at that bond hearing today. She joins us live outside the Florence Police Department with more on this case. Tanya.
Jennifer, the 29-year-old, was a very popular real estate agent here in Florence. Her family is extremely emotional over her death and says the court system failed her. 29-year-old Taylor McFadden Robinson was called a rising star in the real estate world in Florence. Her family says she loved making people's dreams come true and was destined for success. But it all came to an end Sunday morning.
And to say that her life was cut short in this matter, something I can never get over, my family.
Police say Robinson's husband, Duncan Allen Robinson Jr., burglarized her house on Rice Planters Lane in Florence and shot her. Officers found the realtor dead inside.
It will never be the same for me and my family. She's major loss.
Robinson appeared before a judge Monday morning in Florence. No details about the murder were shared, but the victim's sister says Taylor McFadden tried to get an order of protection against her husband.
The system has failed us. My sister asked for a restraining order, and the judge denied it. Please do not allow the system to fail us again.
Duncan Robinson didn't say anything during the hearing. The judge didn't set bond for him, so he'll stay in jail for the time being. Robinson's family tells me she was a wonderful woman, mother, and friend.
My sister Taylor, if you knew her, you loved her. She was all about family, all about unity. If she could help you, she would.
I called the magistrate's office to check on the family's claims about the restraining orders. Now, that office says they cannot release information about orders of protection. Live in Florence, time.
Order. Taylor told Judge Pope that she often had to contact the police to deal with her husband because he would not leave her house, would follow her on the highway, and twice has kicked in her door. Taylor explained to the judge.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? This man kicked in her door not once but twice. Kicked in her door twice. With his ugly ass.
Contact the police to deal with her husband because he would not leave her house, would follow her on the highway.
He would not leave her house. Follow her on the highway? This nigga is crazy. Follow her on the highway, would not leave her house, kicked in her door twice. Y'all need to call in. These are y'all black kings. Call in.
And twice has kicked in her door. Taylor explained to the judge that she didn't wish to keep the kids from their father because he is a great father, but that her and her husband are not getting along. She told the judge, he's a great father. I don't feel.
She kept on telling the judge he's a great father. How can he be a great father when he's stalking you? How can he be a great father when he kicking in your door? Huh? But she did not want to paint him as a bad father. I don't give a damn. Y'all need to stop painting these niggas as the monsters they are so judge can take y'all serious. And I apologize for yelling. But if y'all don't call in and yell, y'all gonna make me yell. Okay? So call in and yell so I won't have to.
That her and her husband are not getting along. She told the judge, he's a great father. I don't feel like he would cause them any harm. It's just a lack of respect and how he comes over there. He kind of demands his way. My door has been broken twice. He's broken my door twice.
You hear that? When he comes over there, he demands his way. He is controlling and he wants her to submit. He wants to control her. He is demanding and he just wants his way. And you know he's probably R-ing her. You know he's probably R-ing her and she just not telling it.
He would cause them any harm. It's just a lack of respect and how he comes over there. He kind of demands his way. My door has been broken twice. He's broken my door twice. It's currently broke right now. Taylor also revealed to the court about an incident when her husband attempted to run her over after dropping the kids off. Her husband Duncan Robinson Jr. denied his wife's allegations and stated that a lot of the stuff she was saying was not true.
Called her a liar. She said he tried to run her over. While getting the kids, while she was getting the kids. And he gonna say all that stuff she's saying is a lie, calling her a liar.
and claims that he is just coming trying to be a good daddy, do his duty and take his kids to school, but she just want to give him a hard time for some reason. The judge determined that although Duncan's actions were despicable, he did not feel that his actions rose to the level of domestic abuse, therefore he rejected the petition for the protective order. The judge advised Taylor and Duncan to get lawyers and get the matter worked out between the two of them before it gets any worse.
Man, oh man. Call in, y'all. Okay. Calling from 111. You're alive on the air.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well, honey. How are you?
Good.
I just wanted to agree with you that it is definitely a daddy issue. And it's also, there are other issues at play too. I think a lot of these black men, and I'm not trying to come down on black men, but I think a lot of them blame the black woman for their own inadequacies, for their own inability to compete with other men of other races or ethnicities. And I think that more importantly than us even worrying about the black men who have daddy issues is we as black women have to teach our daughters that you when you're able to stand on your own 2 feet and you get yourself educated and you get yourself employed, don't feel like you have to be beholden to any one particular race, because just because someone looks like you, that doesn't mean they are for you. So we need to teach our daughters that you go for whoever treats you right and like a queen and makes you feel safe, because that's all we're really asking for. We'll give you the world if you just make us feel safe and appreciated. So they need to go to whoever that is and stop worrying about black men and their issues. I teach my daughter all the time, you're not here to fix anyone but yourself. So,
girl, I like what you just said. Make me feel safe and appreciated. Ain't that a word?
That's it. And honey, if they make us feel safe and appreciated, do we not give them the world? Do we not do everything we can? Do we not sacrifice our mind, body, soul, spirit? I'll sacrifice anything, and I do not mind being submissive. But here's the thing. If you can't even cover you can't even cover the mortgage, if you can't make a car payment, if you can't put groceries on the table, why on God's earth would I be submissive to you? I won't be submissive to a joker or a fool. I will be submissive to a man who carries himself like a king and takes care of his kingdom, which would be myself and our children. You can't do that. I want nothing from you. I would like you to go and do whatever you need to do to be happy. Perhaps that's find another man. I don't know.
They say, well, no, he figured if I kick in the door, that will make you submit. Me kicking in the door on you will make you submit.
If you kick in my door, you're going to find yourself with a bullet in your head. I don't play those kind of games.
That's not going to make you submit.
No, it's going to make him dead. It's going to make his mama have to go buy flowers.
If he follow you in a highway, that's not going to make you submit and get scared and submit.
Well, then he's going to have to get cleaned off of my bumper. My daddy taught me not to play those kind of games.
So why do you feel that men, they kick in your door and follow you and thinking that will make you submit? And you actually do see some women submit from that.
Yeah. Okay, well then first of all, those aren't men. Don't use that term. Those are boys. Those are children. Those are
that's harsh on the children. I don't think children would do that.
Well, true that, but they're not men. Call them whatever you want. Call them women. I don't know. Call them anything, but they're not men.
Well, now why would you call them women? You're putting bad name on a woman. Come on now.
Okay, right. I don't know what I'm gonna call them fools. They're fools, and I don't have time to play with fools. Here's the thing: it's not our job to figure out why they do what they do. I'm not here to figure out what kind of baggage you came up with. If you behave that way because you saw your mama's door get kicked in, if you saw your daddy mistreat your mama or shoot up or be disrespectful, or I'm not here to figure that out. I don't care. Life is too short. I don't care. Go get therapy like I did. Go get therapy. Sit on somebody's couch and discuss it. But that's not our job. That is not our job. And I won't waste my life dealing with that. So, But I think that the only thing the girl is guilty of is thinking that sad old tired thought that we're here to raise our black men up and be their peace while they're giving us hell. She should have went out there, learned how to shoot. When that judge told her, I don't believe you, you know we're not protected black women, but when the judge told her that, she should have done what she needed to do. I'm not blaming her for anything. This is all his fault, but I'm just saying the only thing she's guilty of is being too good for the wrong person. That's it.
All right. All right. Well, I thank you so much. We're going to let her go. We need you guys to call in, weigh in on this. And, you know. All right. Calling from 803. You're live on the air. 803. Hello? 803.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good. Talk to me.
I do think that we have to take race out of it, because we do understand that white men and Asian men and any other race do the same thing. We are, as women, have to get to a point to where we vet our men in a sense of, who is this man to me? Do he treat me well? Who is this man as a person? Do he talk to me? How do he talk to me? There are a lot of things. We can't go from a race point of view, because in a sense we're also putting down black men. We're also the same way that white people are putting us down as a race. We have to get away from that. But one of the things that I really wanted to talk about, because this is something I talk to a lot of men, I get along with men than I do with women. And this is just being honest. And the thing about it is that we as women, we're taught to be wise. We're taught when we are young how to be wise, how to be submissive to a man, how to take care of our households, how to take care of our children, how to provide, and these things. And I believe that a lot of men aren't taught this, but men are taught that it's all right to bash in a girl's head or a woman's head, or to fight them, or to talk to them any kind of way. We have to get out of these things. It's even, we'll say, it's all right for females to be all right with having their clothes off in these videos, when these men don't talk good about us, when they call us trashy, when they call us, all of the things that we are not, So I'm not an individual that says, well, he called out my name. That is not my name. That is not the name that God gave me. That is not the name that my mama gave me. That is not the name that my daddy gave me.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's not.
But we're talking
Yes,
about
ma'am.
Taylor. Rest in peace, Taylor. Taylor
And that's
was
where I'm coming
wait.
to.
Taylor was a woman of class. Taylor was not a girl, shaking. And shout out to the girls shaking, because
No,
they
I'm
deserve
talking.
love
I'm not
too.
talking about her. I'm talking
But Taylor,
not necessarily about her.
Well,
But
that's
I'm
what
talking
we're talking
about the
is
thing
Taylor.
that
And this-
hopefully
hold on.
you understand. We are seeing her story.
Hold on,
And we're
because
seeing
we're
what
talking
she went
about
through.
something else that have nothing to do with Taylor. And Taylor was taken out by her black husband. That's what we're talking about. And when you came on, you're talking about everything but Taylor, which is a businesswoman, which got her sons into business. You sat down and you spent so much time on stripper girls and booty shaking girls, but you're not giving any love and no respect to the business women. that are
because I was
mothers
never
and
able
that
to
are
get there.
wives.
But I'm saying
But they don't
is
have
that
they don't have nothing to do
even
with
though
this.
she is a beautiful girl, you know, we have to still look at some of the things that, you know, so many people are doing. And I do hate that this happened to her because it should have
I
never
don't get
happened
it.
to
Some
her.
of the things that people
So
are doing.
out of
Do you? It sounds like you just have something against strippers. Yeah, it just seemed like she has a hatred towards video vixens. Shout out to video vixens. They doing great in the world, but this have nothing to do with video vixens. I don't know if she was trying to say what a video vixens cause these men to be, and she was just giving excuses for these niggas. No, they are grown adults. They know, hey, I want to be in a relationship. They have to prepare to get in a relationship. They have to find out in the know-how what does it takes to hold down a marriage. Everybody know relationships and marriages take damn work. So I'm not going to buy, well, he wasn't raised. Well, if he wasn't raised, he need to find out and get some know-how. Now, if his ass want to be lazy and just feel like things should just happen, then I don't know what else to tell you. But we are at an age where you have the internet. You can be so resourceful to find out more information on how to make your marriage work, how to make your relationship work, things you need to do differently. And he yet have done that. Kicking in somebody's door, that's an animal. And a lot of these black niggas are doing it, and that's why we are saying these niggas out here, because that's what they doing, nigga shit. And to deflect that and to say, well, look at the agent. The agents ain't taking these black women out of here. The agents ain't arming these black women and black little girls. Why do I care about an Asian? When I know most likely if something happened to me, it's not going to be by no Asian man. It ain't going to be by no Indian man. It ain't going to be by no Mexican man. Most likely it's going to be by a nigga. So that's who I should be concerned about. That's who I should prepare for. Because these niggas are different than all these other men. They going to come at you differently. They always lurking and seeing who going to be the next lick. Y'all need to call in. Y'all need to call in. Okay? So calling from 469. You're live in the air. 469.
Hey, Gigi.
Talk to me.
Hey, sweetheart. Look. That last caller, I don't know what. I'm so glad she's off. This is a situation. If you're coddling black men like this, then of course they're going to have all the rights to do what they do to us because we are so unprotected, because our men do not, I don't even want to say our men, black men do not protect. They do not. For the most part, most of them do not. They don't. And we're not going to talk about family members.
Hold on, can I play with you? They don't, but they're supposed to be so masculine. What? Isn't masculinity, the part of being masculine is protect? But they don't protect. Oh, they just want to dress up like masculine.
Yeah,
they don't really want to, they're not masculine inside and out. It's just a costume. Say that. And that's all they care about is a damn costume and an act.
Exactly.
That's all they care about is an act. They have a loud bark, but they bite is worth crap.
Right. They want you to take the toxicity. They want you to take toxic situations from them. It's almost like they hate their mother. Personally, they hate anyone who looks like them. But they will sit up there and bow down. They will do the most for anybody else who does not look like them. So they're willing to take us out every, 5.5 hours? No. And this is why I'm trying to tell women, especially black women, I'm trying to tell every black woman that I know will actually listen, because some of them don't want to listen. So this is why it's so important to know that even sometimes vetting is not even key. even sometimes when we're thinking that, oh, okay, this man, he's handsome, he got money, so what? He could still take you out in a heartbeat. And I know other races can do it, but who's going out faster than anybody else? We are. We are. So this is a huge issue that if women do not really
hold
wake
on.
up,
Yeah, other people can do it, but it's black women ain't dating out like that. Black women ain't divesting like that. Black women are dating black men. That's what we're talking about. So why are we concerned about equally about Asian men? Nah. You got me 100 pounds of protection, right? And okay, we got an Asian hoe right here. We got a black hoe. We got an Indian hoe. We got a white hoe. Now all of the poison is coming from this black damn hoe. Ain't shit coming from the Asian hoe, because I don't use the Asian hoe. But I use the black hoe, and I keep on getting black poison coming from. I'm going to use most of my protection coming from the fucking black poison. I mean black hoe. Why did I put goddamn resources against the Asian when I don't even use the motherfucking Asians? I don't use the Asians. It's waste of protection. I'm going to use the protection. I'm going to talk about the whole that's coming out that I use that's bringing the most poison in the system. But go ahead.
And I mean, this is one of the reasons why it is so serious to be extremely selective. Women are too scared to open up their options. Black women a lot of times are too scared to open up their options, and they need to stop it. Because if what we give birth to is taking us out like this, you have to be very careful on who you lay up with. Look at the family too, especially. We have to look at so much deeper than just, oh, well, he's cute or whatever. Now, this dude that killed her, that's a hot mess beast. But I will say, though, that hold on.
Let's rewind this. This is not a dude that killed her. This was her husband. This was a man that came to God to say, I'm going to protect her. I'm going to love her. This is her husband. Say it loud. Her husband killed her.
Was he really? Well, right. Unfortunately, her husband killed her and took away a mother of what? Two boys? And so now these boys are going to grow up, hopefully not taking their dad's mentality. Let's hope and pray. But this is why I'm saying it's so important to sit up there and open up your options. It's really, really, really not that serious. If the men aren't taking it serious, why should we, though? That's the question. If the men are not taking it serious, why should we? You have to sit up there and date out and find something else sometimes out there, because it's not always going to be black men. For the most part, I would not sit up there and waste my time to say, oh, I'm waiting on my black king. No, because look at what's happening every 5.5 hours. Hell, it might be every 3 hours now, the way this stuff is looking. These past few days, Gigi, you've been putting on a lot of videos, and every time you turn around, it's always a black man that has killed a black woman.
Most of it is not being reported. It's so many deaths goes missing, and we don't know. So many goes unreported. Right. We only can get some of the stuff that is reported, but most of it goes unreported. You know that.
Oh, I know that. You don't hardly see it on news channels. You don't hardly see it. Sometimes you will, and sometimes you won't. But it's not it's not as important on news, which I don't know why. If we're being taken out this quickly, it's like the men are not standing up for us. Has a man called in yet about this? Not one time. Not one time. So obviously it doesn't mean nothing to them, but to us it means everything, obviously, because we want to live. We want to live our lives.
It was a man in the comment section. He says black women ain't worthy of his protection.
Yeah, he can go drop dead. So he's, He is part
girl,
of the problem in the community.
See, you asked for him. You say, where the man at? You may not want to ask for the niggas because, hey, they may say some shit like that.
Yeah, but no, I'm not sitting up there saying, hey, where's the man at? Say something about it. You're not even taking up for the women that sit up there and go above and beyond to protect you every single day. So where are those men at? The so-called good men, right? Where are they at? Where are they at? They're not calling. They're not saying nothing. So, I mean, at this point in time, if there's a woman sitting up here trying to be celibate, waiting out here, looking for her black king to come and save her or anything like that, there's going to be too many issues with that, because I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. You have to open up your options. You got to see what's out there. And I'm not saying that white men don't kill their women. I'm not saying Asians don't kill theirs, but nobody's killing their women faster than anybody else in black men right about now. Nobody. And I think we can both agree on that. So
I wouldn't
that's pretty
even
much all I have
say,
to say.
oh, I don't feel the need to say, well, white people don't feel that. Bump all that. What the fuck I need to explain that shit for? You already
because
know,
some
nigga.
of these women don't get it. Just like the last caller, well, Asian men do it, and this and that men do it. Yeah, they do it. Yeah, they do it. But no, any man is going to do it. But nobody's getting killed off faster than we are.
Well,
So,
what I got to say about that, people don't want to get it. So for those that don't want to get it, I don't waste my time breaking it down and explaining it, because your ass don't want to get it, and that's on you. I look like a fool. Sitting up here, keep on trying to talk and complain and baby you and try to get you to understand. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to understand.
It's just
okay,
sad.
bye-bye, and keep it moving. You know what? I'm never for forcing nothing on nobody. If you want to have that mentality, that's on your ass. I'm not going to force you to try to feel like I do. Period.
I agree. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
No.
I agree all the way. I do. Yeah, we just have to sit up there and move forward and do what we got to do, but don't sit up there and be like, well, I think I'm not a black man. No.
Y'all gonna ride this train
it's
and ride it. Hey, y'all gonna ride this train. Keep the train going and ride it. Okay.
Right.
Ain't nobody got time to wait. I know I don't. I don't got time to convince no damn body. You too damn grown. If you want more understanding, go do some research like all of us have. Do your homework.
Right.
If you're serious about learning and understanding what's going on out here. But I'm not about to baby you and educate you. That's not my job.
Right. Amen. I know that's right. Well, Gigi, I'm not going to hold up the line. I just wanted to say my part on that. But
well, I'm glad you called. I'm glad you said your part.
Thank you. I just really hope her family, you know, I pray for that family, because that's just so sad. And I have 4 children. And to see something like that, it really touches me, because she's not only just a beautiful woman, but smart as all get out. And if we could just get our minds together to know what we need to do to make sure we don't get into these type of situations. I mean, vetting is not the only thing a lot of the times. You got to go way further than vetting nowadays. It's dangerous. So, I mean, to the ladies out there who want better, just do the best that you can. Do not fall for bullshit like this. Do not. It's just sad. So, thank you, Gigi, for letting me talk, and I hope you have a good night.
All right, thank you. I hope you have a good night, too. And I think sometimes, you know, you get into this world and you don't know your worth, and you get a nigga that come up to you, and you know, you're starting off life and he treats you nice, or he's very this and that, and you feel like you're never going to get a good man, you know, that's going to treat you or love you or be so passionate. But just take your time. I think it's important to really discover who you are and knowing where you want to go in life. And I find that so many people, they don't know who they are, and they jump in these relationships, you know, and they're discovering who they are in the mix of these marriages and relationships. And that can be a challenge, because if I don't know who I am, but I just want to be loved, or I just want to be in a relationship because I feel like it's the right thing to damn do, and I'm with Michael, and Michael don't know who he is either. He in a relationship, he doing the same thing. We just know this is what we supposed to do, to be in a relationship, be in marriage, but hell, we starting life out, we don't know who the hell we are. Okay, so we in this situation, and I am learning who I am. I am realizing, okay, I don't like this about myself. I want to change this about myself. Now Michael upset because I'm changing. Well, bitch, this how you wasn't like that before. Okay, but I'm learning that that wasn't who I was anyway. Maybe that was who I was pretending to be for parents or for society, but I should have room to grow. But sometimes it gets like that in relationships. People grow apart, and then you in a relationship, and then you don't realize Michael, he got a badass temper, and he cannot control his damn temper. And Michael, now he is drinking real bad. Now, you didn't notice this before because maybe Michael wasn't like this before, but now you with him, and hell, when you're changing, we're all changing, and you don't know who you are, and you're figuring out as life presents, his ass is changing too. And then you're like, God damn, now I'm stuck with this motherfucker and he won't leave me alone. Because now I didn't realize he got attachment issues. He drinks heavy, he irresponsible, and he would not let me go. He is so possessive. He wants to own me and control me. And I want to fly. I have dreams. I have ambition. His ass don't have no ambition. His ambition is to control me. His ambition is to make my life a living hell. He gets off on that. Yeah, he gets off on making my life a living hell. He just like to control me, and he feels that that makes him a damn man. Okay? Because he can't come out here and he cannot compete in this world, and he's not doing good with his job. But, baby, I am flying, and I'm learning so much about businesses, and he can't stand when I study. He can't stand when I'm elevating. Girl, I just want to leave this damn marriage alone. This is just, oh, God, I just want fucking freedom. I feel like I'm in a goddamn prison every day. Every day I go home, I cannot stand that shit. I'm miserable, I'm stressful, but I don't know how he's going to take it. I'm going to try. Now this nigga busting in my door. Oh, God, I knew he was horrible, but I didn't know it was going to get this motherfucking bad. So I feel that, take your time. Get to know who you are. Know your boundaries, what you want, what you don't. Don't feel like you just got to jump into something, and it comes with self-esteem. A lot of people don't have self-esteem coming into these relationships. That's why I think a lot of people jump in, motherfuckers, because they don't got shit, and they feel like, let me jump into something, make me feel like I'm something. At least I'm in a fucking relationship, But, hey, okay, so let's continue on the phone calls, because I'm just rambling, right? Calling from 6714. You're live on the air, 714.
Hi, Gigi.
Hey, talk to me.
First of all, I just want to say I give my condolences to Taylor's family and her children, because they definitely going to need, all the love and support from everybody. But my biggest problem is this. I get so tired of everybody making excuses. Excuse after excuse after excuse for these niggas. If your mama didn't raise you right, if your daddy didn't raise you right, you grown now. You need to make choices for yourself. What your mama and daddy didn't do, you need to learn to do. Or stay to your damn self. Don't get in a relationship with nobody else. No woman is responsible for raising your ass again. I should not, you should not, nobody should not have to re-raise your ass because your parents didn't. And the vetting system, that works, but it doesn't work also. Because some of these niggas are great manipulators. I work in the Child Protective Service department, and I watch this cycle of manipulation. I look at what they go to these counseling sessions. They learn this stuff. They learn how to manipulate. They learn how to do these different things when they're in the system. These are the same kids, the same grown-ass men that's kicking in doors. Some of them come from great families. So please don't think that it's just the thugs in the streets, because some of them come from great families that act like this. It is not the black woman's responsibility to re-raise nobody's damn child. If you a grown-ass man, GG, and you want to say you a king, please don't say you no king and you out here acting like a princess. Stop playing. All these forums, they, dogging black women, talking crap about black women. Black women is the reason the family is broken and she's this and she's that. And at the same time, you don't believe in abortion? What if she aborted your ass because she thought you was a bad seed? She was the only person that gave you the damn chance. I just get so tired of it, Gigi. I was raised with 7 brothers, and my daddy checked my brothers every chance he got. You understand me? If they raised their voice at a woman, my daddy had their shirts in the crumple and got in their face about it. So when is the men going to take some accountability for all of this? It's always, oh, they mamas. Oh, the black woman should vet better. The black woman this, the black woman that. I don't never hear nobody talk about the black man stepping in and making sure these niggas ain't kicking in no doors. And then when they do kick in the door, where's the damn daddies and the brothers to go kick that nigga door in? Gigi, I'm so tired of it. A young lady just got murdered out here in Anaheim, California yesterday. Ex-boyfriend shot her dead. I'm sick of it, Gigi. I'm just so sick of it. It just keeps happening. Who's going to be accountable? Who's going to protect black women? And black women so forgiving. So we love to coddle these men. We love to protect them. We got to stop protecting their asses. They ain't going to protect us. Just straight up. Leave their ass in the gutter like they leave us in the gutter. I hate to say that, but it is true. If they don't show up for us, don't show up for them. We show up no matter what they do. And you know what that does? It gives them a pass. And you know what they think in their head? Oh, we can do whatever we want to do to them. They're going to still be there. And when you got that mindset that you got to fall back no matter what, you lack respect for that person. See, Big Mama and them didn't go for that. Them niggas that's kicking in doors, your daddies, your uncles, and your brothers need to go kick that nigga's door in too. And then he'll get the picture in. But when he feels like she ain't being protected by nobody, he gonna keep on kicking it in. He gonna keep on blackening her eye. He gonna keep on hitting her across her head, dragging her down the street, running her down and shooting her. Because who's there to protect her? Nobody. And then the women, this is the cold part. That's why I say we got to all stand and take accountability, because at the same time, a woman to jump on your line, Gigi, and make an excuse for a black man whooping on a black woman. Oh, well, maybe it's because he didn't do this. Okay, the woman ain't kicking his damn door in. They could have came from the same damn household. She ain't kicking his damn door in. You are not going on YouTube. You're not going on a TV and hearing about black women killing men like they're killing us, Gigi. I'm sick of it, Gigi. I'm sick of it.
Well, I'm glad you called in and get it off your chest. Let it off. Okay, well, I appreciate you. Speaking a word, you got the chat jumping. Thank you. Okay, let's go on to the next caller. Calling from 317. You're live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, talk to me.
Hey, Gigi. Girl, I would say for one, I sent you a link about, because I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. I sent you a link on what happened last year to another black girl, which the police failed her.
I'm sorry.
She was calling for help.
But can we keep it on Taylor?
Yes.
Okay, let's keep it on Taylor.
I'm like the last caller. Right, I'm like the last caller. I have a 20-year-old son, but I'm not about to raise nobody else. I didn't raise him. But what I'm not going to do is act like these black men are not at fault. Because you're right. It goes way back to when we were raised. They had the black men in the house. Then here come this welfare. They pull them out the house. Now they got them out there in these streets like animals. So they're looking at it. It's a survival of the fittest.
Who pulled them out
but
the
at
house?
the same time,
who pulled them out the house?
You know, the government, when they...
Hold on,
time out. When they was
the government went into the house and pulled black men out the house?
Okay, let me slow down. I was born in 1977 with my daddy in the house for a minute. But when we got into that little drought and these women started going to welfare and needing the help, the first thing they say is, do you have a man in your house? They say, yeah, my husband, my boyfriend. Oh, no, he can't be there. You can get these benefits, but you got to put him out. So these women start putting these men out on these streets, and then it's like they go to these streets and they start acting like survival of the fittest.
Because the mindset isn't that a man is supposed to provide, right? And the government was not about to take care of no grown-ass man.
Exactly. So it was like, I will help you and the kids, but that nigga got to go outside and do
And that's totally understandable.
Like basically, exactly. So it was like you had the ones that knew how to go out there and hustle for their families.
Work hard so that their girlfriend or baby mama wouldn't have to go to welfare? Or why do they have all these kids knowing they didn't have money to take care of these kids?
Now, on that note, I will say, at that point, it was like back in the 70s, you know, they was all having a little baby boom in at the same time. Everybody was trying to have their kids all at once so they can all grow up together, which is understandable. But at the same time, like the caller said, you have these people sitting in these groups in this prison, and they get in this mindset, and they get this mindset of, okay, I'm going to survive for me. I'm not looking out for nobody but me. When they get out and then they looking at these women that's coming up, making business, making moves, making strides, first thing they do is self-sabotage. Okay, let me get her. Let me groom her. It's just like when I was watching your last video, like the lady said in the last video, it's about grooming. These men groom these women. They get them to the point where they brainwash them a little bit, and they dictate the things that they want them to do. And if these ladies get submissive and fall for it, that's when it just goes to disarray. It goes to hell. Because I feel like if you don't have a backbone, then you're going to fall for anybody. Because it ain't shit you could tell me that I can't do myself. You can't tell me that I can't go out here and get this job and work this job and further my career. Who are you? We are just boyfriend and girlfriend. But if we husband and wife, we just had a whole playbook. We just had a whole foundation. But if you feel like you need to put your hands on me in front of my kids, in front of my mama, my daddy, whoever it may be, I feel like if you beat them, you don't need them. And it's a lot of women say, oh, I didn't see the signs. Okay, you should have seen the sign when he first started yelling. He got a little indignant with you. He pushed you a little bit. He might have smacked you. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. You thought, oh, it's just a smack. No, that smack won't lead to a punch, to a knife, to a gun, right in front of your kids. And like the lady said, if you don't cut it off at the head, if you don't cut it off, if you don't cut that cycle off, it's going to keep recurring. And it's going to go down the generation to the next generation, to the next generation, till somebody say, fuck this, I'm tired of it, I quit, we're going to change something. You have to want to change yourself before you can go out there and love somebody else, whether it's a man or a woman. You got to love you before you can love somebody else. Because if you say you love this person, then yeah. But if this person is swearing under God's roof that he loved you through sickness and health and then turn around and try to kill you, baby, that wasn't nothing but the devil at the step. It wasn't nothing but the devil. And everybody needs help. Everybody needs help. It ain't just the mother, it's the mother, the daddy, and the kids. Everybody got to go through counseling because it's something wrong in that dynamic. Niggas is niggas, but men is men. The men already taking care of their responsibility. These niggas is taking you out regardless of how you feel. But they taking out the black woman because the black woman has always been the provider for 400 years. They know this. They see it. It's all in our history books. Black women have provided. We have always been the rock. So they're trying to destroy the rocks, because if they destroy the rocks, then there's nothing but the pebbles left. And that's just my opinion on it.
Well, I thank you so much for giving your opinion. We're going to let you go at this time. Can we get the likes up, y'all? Please like this video. Let's go on to the next caller, calling from 704. 704, you are live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, talk to me.
I don't have nothing much to say. I think I was a little frustrated with the people in the comments. A couple of people was being disrespectful to this young lady, and RIP to her. I think a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say, probably never been through a couple things, and I'm not on here bashing nobody. You know, I come from a good family. I got good brothers. My father been around, so I wasn't raised, you know, in those different type of households. But I've met terrible men also. I've met good men. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of people on here saying, you know, that she knew he was crazy. But I like how you put a lot of things in perspective. We all grow. They might have met each other when they was young, and they might have came up together and both didn't have anything, and then she got her stuff together, which is great. But everybody should be accountable for themselves. I understand that part. But we also care about who we care about. We also got to level up. It's not our fault that these men are leveling up. And a lot of these men always have something to say about these women that's out here doing whatever. I feel like as long as everybody taking care of themselves and their family, and then if you have a unit, then that's one thing. This was this lady's husband. This is not some nigga she just met on the street. So, you know, I think it's crazy that this is happening a lot, and it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, you're right about that. And I'm glad you spoke up for the girl. You know, anything else you wanted to say about her?
Nah, I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in. And like I said, you know, I'm a young lady. I'm in my early 30s, but like I said, I done met some good men. I done met some bad men. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really be like, oh, well, she knew what it was from the beginning. Maybe she did. That don't give the right nobody to be out here killing nobody and busting in their door. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's nuts.
I don't think she knew that nigga was that crazy. I'm sorry. I
don't think she did either.
She seemed very smart and aware. I think through time, a lot of these men and people, they deal with depression. And if you're dealing with men that have, you know, mental issues, you don't know what age or what time that's going to kick in.
Yes.
So.
Yes, I feel the same way, and that's how I was viewing that. So that's why I just wanted to put that out there.
He might have started off real strong and real motivating and ambitious, and through it all, he fell apart. And
he fell apart.
Some of these niggas are lazy, and they don't have the strength to get back up.
Talk about it. And so, and a lot of the times, I'm pretty sure, like you said, she was smart. She seemed like she was out here motivating a lot of people. I know she was in there trying to motivate that man.
You know,
I'm the same way. Anybody that I'm around, I'm trying to get them. Shit, my mother, you know, my sisters, I try to motivate them all the time. I'm successful in my own right. I know she was in there trying to make him, you know, feel motivated and loved. And like you said, he went through his own depression.
And it
so a lot
was
of people can't be sending this. It wasn't. So, you know.
He probably felt like shit. I'll ride her wave. No, I don't got to do shit. You making all that money. Go ahead with your bad ass.
Right.
And while she's doing that, he's taking money, going off, spending it, drinking it, having sex with other women, doing the most. And what woman that is smart gonna want to be in that messed up situation? Can you imagine you working hard and he taking your money on hoes and doing what he want to do? And
come
then come back
what
home
that sound like? Nobody want to go
punk
through
you
that.
around?
Exactly. And a lot of these men that's in the chat talking SHIT, you won't want to deal with that either. So you can't. Who wants to deal with that? And then I got to come home and I got to go to work and then come in here and play house and deal with children and then deal with a grown man who ain't. No, that sounds crazy. No, Don't nobody want to deal with that. Nobody. No right person in their mind.
Now let's let you know you cannot let these men get comfortable. You gotta.
That's true.
Soon as they start falling, you gotta start falling off too.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Don't let them get comfortable in your house. It's like moving a pest in your house. And then, you say, oh, come on over. You can stay a week or two until you get yourself together. They end up staying in your motherfucking house. And you can't get them out.
Yeah, I ain't never went through nothing like that. But I did deal with somebody who I felt like, was in,
Girl,
some of these
don't
men
even
being
do
competition
sleepovers.
with you.
No sleepovers. No
Yeah,
sleepovers. When it come that time, nah, nigga. No sleepovers. I see ya. See ya when I see ya.
You right. You right. You right. That's a fact. But yeah, shout out to these young ladies out here. Y'all keep our head up, and hopefully we can all do better as a unit.
All right. Well, I thank you so much. We're gonna let you go. Calling from 757. You're live on the air. 757.
Yes. Thank you.
Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
yes,
can.
Yes, ma'am. First, I want to talk about the word submissive because that was his problem, right? The submissive.
Yes. Let me tell you what he'll do to
Okay.
you. He'll bust up in the house and demand his way with you. And just want you to submit. Oh, you're not going to submit? Okay, I'm going to follow you to wherever you're going to go. Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, they can't even read. Most of the men, black men, are reading on the 8th grade reading level or less. They're not reading the Bible. They don't have a Bible app on their phone. They don't go to church. They don't even understand what this word submissive means. And I know that was his wife, and it does say wives submit to your husbands, but that's a mutual thing. That is not a thing of slavery and you, I'm the boss of you, I'm going to dictate and micromanage you. That's a mirroring effect. So the first part is they don't even know what this submission thing is because they're not reading the Bible. They're not studying the Bible. So they need to stop this whole thing of, my wife, she needs to be submissive, or my girlfriend needs to be submissive, fit and friendly, and all of this foolery. You got to know what it means. And if you're not reading and keeping up with what it says with these different terminologies, you can't execute that in your marriage because it's a mutual thing. You mirror, you do it, I do it. That should be a conversation before you even go down the aisle. And then another thing I want to talk about is that not only that they can't read, these men aren't even raising their sons. So these little boys are in school smacking around little girls, fighting, kicking, pushing, and thinking it's okay because the girl said, you can't color on my paper. You can't borrow my crayon. They want to push her down to the floor. So a lot of this stuff is being taught right at home. And then I know I'm going to make some people upset, but I got to say it. Since I have been on YouTube watching different videos, and when I hear about the DV, the domestic violence, I hear a lot of the commentators or the podcasters say, if a woman hits my son, he better hit her back. I mean, he better knock her down. I teach my son to hit. He does it, Okay, if that's how you feel, then voila. This is why we have what we have. If you raise your son to be up that way, just because a girl took her stuff back, didn't want you to be too close to her, some of that stuff is so petty. When I was growing up, when a girl hit a boy caught her hands. He caught her hands to keep her from hitting. So if she was out of control, he controlled her hind parts by grabbing her hands and telling her, don't put your hands on me. And just like that lady said earlier, she had 7 brothers, and her dad would yank him up in the shirt if he was talking to a girl out of line. These ways that I'm hearing, and I know people are not going to like this, some of these women telling their sons to fight these girls back. Now, if she has an out-of-control problem, then the mothers who are listening, you need to tell your daughters, don't put your hands on young men. But right here, this is not the case with Miss Beautiful Taylor. So now I want to shift on to Miss Taylor. Those real estate agents make big money. Big money. They get 3% commission. So if she's selling a million dollar home, we already know she's walking away with at least, what is it, 50,000? 50,000 is coming into the house on one sale. In the millions, 1.5. So if she's bringing home that type of money on one sale, selling 3 more or 4 more, this girl is clearing 200,000 in a month. That dusty looking dude she
Hold
had
on.
in that video,
I gotta
don't
stop
know
you there. She making more than that.
Go ahead.
Cause not only that, she had her own moving trucking company. She
Look at
had businesses for her son. She bought her son's vending machines, getting them to be bosses.
See?
She had multiple jobs. You know, she didn't stop with just one.
Okay, thank you for adding to it, DJ. Because that you added to what I was saying. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So look at that, everybody. This lady had a spirit of entrepreneurship, and this man was jealous of it because he's hung up on what the word is, submissive, and doesn't even know what it is. If he had known what it was, he would have stepped his game up and been a true husband to his wife and not put his hands on him when he feels like things are not going the way he wants them to go, because the key word in this is because she was not submissive. That's what I read on the screen that you had on the
Oh yeah. See, you doing all these big houses, everybody kissing your ass. I ain't gonna kiss your ass. I'm gonna treat you real up in here. When I met your ass, you was a bottom hole little hood rat. And come on now, you ain't all that. You think you got money, then you bigger than me? Huh? I'm still the man up in this house. I'm still the man up in this house.
Parts up and tried to be a part of the business. So whatever she was doing is clear. He didn't want to be a part of that. He didn't want to be a part of it. And she probably had to tell him a couple times, what is it that you want to do? We're over here running an empire. We're supposed to be the power couple. Look at all of this. And you're jealous? You want me to be submissive?
Jealous?
Brother,
Jealous
please.
of what? Jealous of what? All this stuff you ain't
All
doing.
of
This ain't shit. I don't care about no damn money. Money don't make me. That's your problem. That's your problem.
It takes intellect to pull all this together. It takes
See, you using them big words and you think you so damn smart. You need to humble yourself.
That's because you're reading on an 8th grade reading level.
You need to
you're
humble
reading on an 8th grade reading level. You should have been reading when I was in 8th grade. When I was in 8th grade, you weren't reading.
I want a wife.
You got
one. I want a wife.
You need to flow with my
act
flow.
like one. You don't talk to me like you talking to these people you do business with. Watch your mouth. You see that? You see that? Look at you, over-talking your husband.
Even in the Bible,
over-talking your
women
husband.
who were submitting.
Why you still talking?
Even in the Bible,
see, when I go upside your head, you're going to say I'm wrong. And you wonder why. You wonder why. You see this, y'all? Y'all see this? You see how she over-talked me? Y'all see how she over-talked me? She don't listen. And that's her problem. She don't listen. She talk to me like she talking to these people she do business with. I'm not them. When you come in this house, I'm the boss. Look at her, running that mouth. She too educated. She too smart.
They're professional. The people I do business with, they're professional. Because while you're hollering submissive in the Bible, the women who were in the Bible, oh yeah, when they were submissive to their husbands, nobody in that Bible was sitting in the house all day cooking and cleaning. Those women went out to the streets, sold their goods, sold their services, and came back home and took care of the family too. So you don't even know what the women in the Bible did. You can't even read. The words in the book are one syllable.
Listen here, don't you talk to me about no Bible when you over here working like a man. Stay in your position. You're supposed to be a mom.
In the Bible, the women worked like a man. They were out in the field. They were making bread, selling it. They were moving stones.
And you know
they
what
were
else?
herding cattle.
Look how you dressing. You out here selling houses, dressed like a hoe. Why you dressing like a prostitute?
Professional. If you
and
think
you got so
a
much
suit
damn
and
mouth.
a jacket,
Look at you.
a jacket and
Look at
pants
Well,
and
I'll
a
tell you
beautiful
one thing.
hairstyle
Since
is
you want to throw up
prostitution,
church,
well then
since you
you're
want to
really
throw up
lost.
church, let's
You're
go
really
to the
lost.
pastor and let's see what he say.
Bring it on.
Let's go to the pastor.
We can have
let's
a
see what he
conversation.
say.
And he's
Because I
gonna
guarantee
say,
you,
this is a
he gonna tell
respectable
you
wife
you
who
gonna have
is
to humble
taking care of her
yourself and
household
be a
and
mother,
highly
a
educated.
wife first. Your first job is to be a wife and support your husband, and second, be a mom. Not you out here worried about the money and worried about the world and trying to do this and trying to do that. What about me? What about me? You worried about everybody else and making this money and doing that, but you forgot about your husband. That's what's wrong with you.
Can you spell me?
That's what's wrong with you.
Can you see? You haven't spelled it. Can you spell me? That's what I thought. Your hiding parts can't spell. Like I said, you can't read. You don't read the Bible. You don't know what the Bible says, and you don't understand the principles of being submissive. And you took me out of this earth, and now you're gonna have to deal with it. You did that, and where are you going? Your freedom. You don't have it anymore. It's over for you. You did that to me, and look at your life now. Everything you wanted somebody to be submissive. You got the security guards to be submissive to you all day. You got that lunch they're going to serve you in the line that's not even going to be
it's so
real
sad.
food.
It's so
Go
sad that
through
you
it.
still miss it. You know what I wanted? I wanted you to love me. I wanted a wife. I wanted a marriage. I wanted a family. And you broke that up. So you damn right.
Did you spell me? Did you spell me? I didn't hear you spell
You
the letter.
see, you want to play games.
You
I'm
can't
up
even
here trying to
spell
talk
submissive.
real. Talk
But
real
I'm
shit
dead
because
now.
I love
I'm dead
you.
now, so it doesn't matter.
And you up here playing mind games. That's that shit.
It doesn't matter now because I'm dead. You took me out. So, you know, what else is there to say? My spirit is roaming this earth because you did me wrong. You didn't even understand the principles of being submissive. You didn't even go to church with me when I asked you to. You talking about a pastor? The pastor couldn't stand you. He whispered in my ear, run. But I didn't listen.
I know that's a lie. Do you know it, right now these churches, they begging for straight men to come back. I know that's a lie.
The pastor told
and that's
me
why
to run.
The church is the way it is now because it's ran by these women. That's why.
Women who understand the true term, submissive, one that you can't spell, one that you cannot define. You do not have the Bible app on your phone. You do not go to Bible study on Wednesday night. You have no clue. You're speaking what you heard on the Manosphere on YouTube. Because you clearly do not have an understanding of it. Because if you did, you would know that the women in the Bible did not stay at home sweeping, cooking, and cleaning all day. They were on the streets selling their goods and selling their services, bringing that money back home to join it with the man, the husband. That word has gotten a bad rap. And the sad part about it, all of these men and your friends are talking about submissive and being submission. You probably don't even know what chapter it came from in the Bible, what book it is in the Bible. You have no clue. You don't know if it's the New Testament or the Old. You're just talking. But anyway, Miss Gigi, I'm tired, and I got to go to bed. I would love to role play some more, honey, but I'm just letting you know I'm sick of it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to let her go. Calling from 936. You're live on the air.
Hello, Miss Gigi.
Hey, talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm glad you're covering this story, first of all. And I like the way you look out for the women and you try to promote, nonviolence. I really appreciate that with your platform. I want to say that. You seem very passionate about what you do. I feel like this man was jealous of this woman. I mean, you could look at the picture that you have on the screen and see that he didn't look right. You know, looks a little mental, you know, little problem or two he may have, you know. She probably knew that he was a little throwed, but no one goes into something thinking that they will be murdered. I don't know if I can say that word, or deleted by the spouse. They both probably started out with very little, you know, and but she had the brains and everything. She had the desire to, you know, really spread her wings, and when the opportunity presented itself, she did that. And you have some people that are really country. That's where they remain. They, you know, they don't sprout out, you know. And he saw her blossoming, and that may not have been necessarily what he signed up for, you know. Because I'm pretty sure she made new friends, and, you know, when you're going from one stage to another stage, you're going to kind of change a bit. She may not have wanted to necessarily leave him behind. She probably was trying to pull him forward, and he didn't want to go there. I know a lot of men like that. Sit around doing all that drinking, want to live that life right there, you know. Just like the caller before, I mean, she hit the nail right on the head. I really respect what she said, and she's correct. All this about submission. You know, the man has to submit to his head as well. You never hear the men talking about that part, though. You know, the creator of it all, you know, he didn't want you to abuse your woman. That is not your child. That is your helpmate. You know, she's supposed to keep you lifted, and you're supposed to nurture and love her too. You know, this submission thing, you know, they think once they marry you, they own you. No, you're not supposed to physically abuse your woman. You know, you're supposed to love that woman. The woman is a gift to a man. I don't see how a man could hurt the woman, especially when you have children by this woman. Okay, it didn't work out. Okay, look, what about the children? How could you, okay, what if something was to happen to the man? Who will your children have? Because when your mom and dad are gone, you can't really count on nobody else. Your aunties and all them, they got kids and grandkids of their own.
90 seconds.
Stop their life to come over here and accommodate you. Are you there, Mr. G?
Yeah, you know I am. I'm listening.
Yeah, you know, I just can't imagine why these men, because I know a lot of cases where that has happened. You know, they're not looking at the big picture. I know a lot of men like him. Sit around doing all that drinking. They real countrified. I mean, to the extreme. They get a little woman. This woman was beautiful. You know, she had big dreams, and she fulfilled those dreams. She might
60 seconds.
A man or whatever, but he just couldn't rise to the occasion. He want to keep her down. You know, hating on the woman. You know, you're looking at this woman as she your child. Just like the caller said, the women back in the Bible days, they worked. All this stuff about these men seem to think they're better than us. That is not true. That is so untrue. They needed us. They needed us. We complimented them. They were not whole until we were created. You know, they should love us. And everything that our ancestors went through. I mean, come on. How could you? How could you beat a woman down like that? How could you kill a woman, period, even if she don't have a child for you? Even if she don't have any children at all, she's a mother to someone.
10
I just
seconds.
can't imagine why you would do that to a woman. I mean, women do so much. Without us, this whole world would be dark. Boring, stale. There wouldn't be no excitement, no joy, no nothing without us women. And they're going to have to recognize that. Just like the caller said, back in the days, back in the Bible days, just like now. It ain't no different back then than it is now. Women have to work. They have to work, and it's a pity and a shame that we do more work than them. And I hope there's some men listening. I'm not trying to hurt your little pride or whatever, but it is what it is. Look at what we have to do. We do way more than them. We have to have their kids, have sex with them every time they get a hard on. We got to cook. We got to clean. We got to do the laundry. And we have to work a job. We are exhausted. And what all do they do? You don't have to mow the yard every day. Okay, you go to work, they come home, and that's all they do. Mow the yard when it's time to mow the yard, and that's all that they do. We are doing, our job never ends. We working while we sleep. How could you do that? You know, they are nothing without us. That man was jealous of that woman. And the reason why he was kicking in her door, just like the other caller said, because she didn't have no family that would stand up. He was trying to make everybody think that he was crazy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cuss her out. I'm going to stalk her. I'm going to kick her doors in. I'm going to do all this. That way no other man will actually be with her. Might meet her somewhere, but not move in the house. Or she move with him or something. He's going to try to put a block on that. You know, back in the days, you know, you had to be approved before you got with somebody. You didn't just come in and take a man's daughter from her. The village, the family approved of you. See, we don't have that no more. You know, and that's the sad part, too. You know, they sized you up back then. They didn't just let you come in and take their daughter from them. They checked you out. See, we don't have the village anymore. That's one of the main problems. And a lot of these men have other issues. Perhaps a little down low issue. You know, a lot of the drinking could be masking a problem that they ain't talking about. You know, the drugs and all of that. So, you know, I'm kind of long-winded or whatever. I hope I'm not offending anyone. I'm just saying what I feel here. That man was jealous of that woman. And looked at her as his slave. I'm going to beat her down. You know, all this submission stuff. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all when they start talking about that. Because the woman does way more work than a man does in his lifetime. We live longer than them. You know, the world needs us. You know, and I don't like it at all when a man does that to a woman. No, you know, I done been through abuse. You know, I have a child. You know, my daughter's father assaulted me in the worst way, and I'm not even going to go into all that. So that's why I'm very heated and passionate about this. I know a woman who had a child by a man. He strangled her to death. Yes, Lord.
No,
you know, very evil.
Okay.
Yes, very evil. So this is passionate to me.
Okay. Well, we're going to be short for time, but I appreciate you calling in. We just got a few more callers. Thank you so much for calling in. We're going to let you go. And I'm going to have to reset my moderators and everything because I'm getting a lot of complaints in my emails about moderators blocking people for no reason. So I will be starting my moderation over probably come tomorrow. So if you see no moderators, please don't be alarmed. I'm just going to have to start over from scratch because I have moderators on from so long. Shit, I don't know. Somebody playing. Okay, calling from 718. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, talk to me. What are your thoughts about this?
First of all, rest in peace to this young lady. This is clearly a case of a narcissistic man that didn't know his place in the world. He didn't know how to be a man, obviously. He's insecure, as most narcissists are. She's elevated, and he didn't know what to do with himself. She got tired of it. And when you're out there grinding as a woman and you're bringing home the money, you're bringing home the bacon and you're coming home and frying it too, you get tired after a while of doing every damn thing because you're looking over at this man saying submit. Like, why? To what? What am I submitting to? You? What are you doing for me? What are you doing for this family? I'm bringing home the money, the bag, and I'm coming home frying it for you too. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm washing clothes, I'm taking care of the baby, I'm making the doctor's appointments. You need me to be your mama. You need me to do everything. What is your place? What is your place as a man? What is your place as a man? What are you supposed to be doing? What are you showing me as a man to make me want to submit to you? The fact that you even saying that you want me to submit, that's a problem. A real man doesn't have to say submit to me. He would be taking the action and it would just come naturally. It's a natural order of things, right? He wouldn't even have to say it. He was insecure, and he was jealous of a woman, of his wife. What kind of man is jealous of his wife? Make that make sense. How dare he? And unfortunately, she's not the first, and she's not going to be the last. And this is the point, Black women. This angers me so much to no end, because this story is every day. What's the time now? Every 4.5 hours? Either a woman or a Black woman or a child is getting killed, and they talking about we need them for protection. No, we need protection from them. Black women need protection from Black men. We don't need them to protect us. We need protection from them. That's what it really boils down to. We're not going to get it from them. We're going to have to go outside of the race like they do and get ourselves a Brad or Chad, whoever, another race of man, because it's not going to be a Black man. 9 times out of 10, it's just not. We need to just open our eyes. The mammies need to stop mammying. I watched my mother raise 6 kids, and my father was in the house. I was brought up with my father. What did my father do? Nothing. Laid on the couch. But my mother, being a mammy, she was straddled down with 6 kids. What could she do? She was out there working while her man was laying on the couch doing nothing. Not even taking us to doctor's appointments. Submit to what? Dust? Despair? Degeneracy? Poverty? That's what you're submitting to. Go out there, go get some education. How about that? Go get a job. Bring home a bigger bag than me. Then we could talk about some submission. It's just unbelievable. And it's really sickening. It's annoying. It really is. Because they got some goddamn nerve. Excuse me. I don't know if I can say that. They got some nerves. They really do. Really? And I'm sorry. I'm ranting, but it's just unbelievable talking about that's why we don't want to protect y'all. Protect us from what? You? And first of all, y'all need to be protecting yourselves from each other, because y'all are the ones killing each other at the highest rate. It ain't the white man killing y'all at the highest rate. Y'all killing each other. How about y'all submit to yourselves and start taking some accountability? How about that? How about you submit to some schooling, some education, reading above an 8th grade level? How about you submit to a college, submit an application? How about that? Submit. She didn't submit. That's why he killed her? Unbelievable. You need to submit yourself to a psychiatric hospital. That's what they need. Most of them need to do. Sit in front of a therapist. Submit to a therapist. Get some submit a prescription to get onto some antidepressants or some antipsychotics. That's what they need to be submitting. They need to get out of here with that. The reckoning is here. Black women is getting sick and tired at high rates. And I was married for 8 years to a man that spoke the same talk, the same submit talk. But he wasn't bringing home the bag like I was. Same thing, jealous. Had to let him go. And I just barely got out of there with my life too. See the pattern here? I wish they would take a Q-tip and push whatever little brain, push it into the middle of their skull so they could start making sense. If they have any brain in there, because it don't seem like they do. They lost it. They need to start understanding the error of their own ways and take accountability for their own actions and stop being in women's spaces and women's places talking about weave and this and sandals and fake nails and fake. Y'all need to start worrying about yourselves. Get a haircut. Y'all need to start taking your prescription for your diabetes and your high blood pressure.
Okay.
Stop worrying about some girls' weed.
Okay. All right. Well, we want to. Yeah, we want to stick on Taylor. I hear
Okay,
what
I'm
you're
sorry.
saying, but you
no,
know,
I'm just saying,
they're never
that's
going to
just-
stop that. You know, wanting them to stop that, that's never going to happen.
It's a systemic thing, though. Taylor is not. She's not the first, and she's not going to be the last. That's what I'm saying. And God rest her soul. But how many of us have to be toe tagged before the message is clear? They need to be sat in the corner and left alone.
Well, they're not about to be set in the corner.
Well, I'm just saying, how many of our sisters and our children do we need to lose in order to learn?
Oh, it's going to be more. It's going to be more bodies this summer. It's going to be more and more and more and more and more.
It's terrible. It's just ridiculous. And every time you turn on the news, you see another story. It's every day.
People want to be loved. People want relationships. People want to be validated by black men. Black men hold power. And they know it.
What
black
power?
men, huh?
What power?
Power of a black woman. They want to be
Power
with
to
them.
the delusional.
They want to be
hold
with
power
them.
to the delusional one.
They want to be with them.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to
Exactly.
be
That's
with them.
it.
They out here busting babies, baby. Okay?
Mm-mm.
They want to be with them. They out here getting their bills paid. They out here driving your damn car. They in
This is
between
just
your
pathetic.
thighs every damn night when they want to. And they go off busting in Keisha thighs when they want to. So let's not act like, oh, these women are giving these niggas no play. Because they have access, baby. They have access to these women anytime they want to. They have access to their house. They have access to their car. They got access to their kitty cat. They got access to their heart. So I'm not going to sit here and just act like, okay, all you got to do is yell at them, and then all of a sudden things will stop, and they're going to stop talking about your weave. The more you say, stop talking about my weave, the more they're going to talk about your damn weave. They know, okay, that they don't like that shit. Let's keep on dogging their motherfucking ass out. Let's keep on doing it. You got to think smarter than that.
Low IQ and low emotional intelligence.
Well,
that's the extent of the
if
conversation
they have
goes with
low
the
intelligence, show improve.
Period.
Show improve. Make your next move your best move.
Listen,
Show
ladies,
improve.
y'all need to do like the black men are doing and start to divest. That's what I wanted to say.
They
Start
not
doing,
divesting.
follow
I can
suit.
tell you that now. They not about to divest. I mean, we can wait and see what happens this summer, but I doubt it.
Well, all I'm saying is, in order to see any type of change, they need to start understanding that there is other competition.
Girl,
They
we
think
going
that
to
no
Chris.
other
We
race
going to
man-
Chris Brown concert, boo. Hey, oh yeah, he's so fine.
Not
yeah,
me, girl.
honey. Oh yeah, we going to the all the
me,
nigga.
girl.
Ooh, little Dirk. Hey, little Dirk. Hey. Ooh, girl, what about
me,
that
girl. But they
DDG?
not gonna pay them black
Hey,
women no-
yes.
They're not paying black women no mind. They don't want y'all.
Girl, DDG, he want me. You know he with Hallie. You know he love black girls. Well, the thing is, you can say all day, but they're gonna do what they want to do, and they want black men. You know, they desire black men hearts.
And
they
you know
want
what? That's fine, but
I mean, they are out here
Listen.
protesting to get these niggas free. They out here protesting. They want the government to make criminals a little bit more comfortable in their jail cell. So let's not be unrealistic. They out here dating niggas that's in prison. They have dating apps. So please, you know, I think the thing that will hurt you most being not realistic of what's really going on.
That's it. Delusional. keep on. Listen, I can't tell, black women what to do, but all I got to say is look at your friends, look at your mother, look at your sisters, look at your cousins. There's plenty of examples as to why you need to open up your options. But more importantly, you need to understand standards, boundaries, and expectations. Key. That's key. Whatever race of man you decide to date, if you want to date a black man, that's fine. There is no way to vet black men or any man really because people lie. So whatever they talking about, you should have chose better, that's all a lie because people lie, period. So all of that chose better nonsense, that's another gaslighting. Listen, it's too much BS going on. All I could say is if there is going to be any type of change going on, we have to start to date. We have to start following suit. If you're going to follow a black man, follow and do what they're doing and start dating out. You have to. It don't have to be white men. It could be Chinese. It could be Indian. It's so many other races of men that you could choose from. It's not just black men. I know we were taught to be race loyal as black
just
women.
start divesting just because you said divest. They're not about to divest just because black men is whooping their ass.
I'm only simply a messenger.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. You can message. I'm thinking you like really thinking they about to convert.
No, I can't make anybody do anything. I'm simply called in because I just need this narrative of it's just how many of us have to be killed? At this rate, it's not going to be any black women left. At this rate, we got the highest femicide rate. There's not going to be any of us left. So you can do whatever they can do whatever they want to do. That's all I'm saying. But I don't understand how many times you got to bust your head up against the wall before you get the message. Or how many times you got to be bust up against the wall before you get the message? Or see your friends or your family or your sisters or your aunts.
It's going to be 10 years, 15 years until he take them out. Because, we've been hearing stories and they've been in these domestic relationships for years. This just don't happen one time.
Exactly.
We're talking about years.
It's conditioning. It's a conditioning that needs to be. The narrative has to start to change. In order to make a change, the narrative has to start to change. It just does. And just because you had your daddy in the house, it doesn't mean that he was a good daddy. Okay? Because he might not have been the best example. Mine wasn't. He laid on the couch. So what, that mean I should go out and get a man that laid on the couch? My daddy did it. He was... What? No. Look at what's happening around you. Look at the statistics. Keep yourself informed of what's going on. Women, us black women are dying at the highest rates. Period.
They don't care about that.
And that's the sad part. That's what I said. At this rate, there will be no more of us.
Girl,
they won't have to worry about it anymore. They won't.
They would get more likes and more people viewing what's going on in the shade room, some gossip. They don't give a damn about that. They don't give a damn about that.
You're right.
They don't view black women as them. They don't, when they see a black woman taken out, they say, "Oh, okay. Oh well, she should have did this. She should have did that."
Yeah,
they don't see that as that's me. They don't. Other black girls don't see that.
It's your mom. It's their mother's fault. It's their sister's fault. It's their cousin's fault. It's their auntie's fault. She should have chose better, right?
Well,
it's
shit, you
just
know
ridiculous.
It, girl. But we getting short of time. But I appreciate you for calling in and giving us a word. Oh, anytime. Calling from 917. You are live on the air. 917.
GIGI, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't want to drag this on. I just want to make a couple of points, but...
Go ahead. Hello? Okay, I can't hear her. Okay, I couldn't hear her. Her phone kept going in and out.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
I ain't know if it
Goodbye.
was a damn troll either. You know what I mean? These trolls, you gotta be on alert with these damn trolls. You know, these trolls will sneak up on you. Girl, I didn't know if that was a troll or not. And I don't think it was a troll, but I couldn't hear. Her phone was going in and out. Her phone was going in and out. What? When I tell you I seen good black men, yeah. Well, you know, that is the story of LaToya. Nah, damn. Taylor. That is the story of Taylor. The Taylor. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. Did you guys enjoy this live? Do you guys think that I should give it a break like every other day? I should tell these stories, or every night I should tell these stories? Comment, let me know. Press 3 if you vote for every other night, tell the stories. Press 5 if you think every night tell these type of stories. Let me know. Should I skip some days? You know, let me know. Well, I guess I'll be hitting the snooze button in the morning. Thanks a lot, Gigi. The important conversation don't get much coverage. No. Okay, hold on. Now, you know I reset a lot, so I have to add moderators. Okay, DG, you know I got you, boo-boo. You know, DD, you know you my boo, DD. Okay, I don't even know why I do 3s and 5s. It's not like I'm about to really count, because goddamn. You better take a break. Well, I see what I can do. Okay, Giraffe loves some zesty stories. I tell you. Well, I'm about to get ready to go to sleep. You know, it's Monday in the morning, and we got a lot of stuff to do. All right, so make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to get on out of here. I love y'all. Bless, bless, bless. And I thank everybody for calling in. I thank everybody for commenting. I thank everybody for liking. I thank everybody for donating. And I will see. Okay, hold on, Lorianne. Let me get you. Add as moderator. Yeah, I've been getting complaints about these moderators acting up, so I had to do a whole new reset, child. Nikita B, now you know you my girl. You know I got you. I got you, boo. I got you. You know, I gotta look. Okay. I'm struggling looking at my eyes. We had to do a whole reset. Didn't I reset that shit? Ooh, I reset it. Nikita B, she should be good now. Nikita B, she should be good. Especially if we're going to be going live all day, every day. Goddamn, it's a lot of lives. All right, y'all. I'm going to get on out of here. All right, DJ, come on. Let's go.